Hello guys, this is Teacher Chris and welcome to our online class. And before we start, don't forget to visit your Google Classroom every day. And of course, make sure that all your work and the live worksheets are all finished. And I know that you guys are ready, so let's start our class. Let's go! And today, let's talk about past perfect continuous. The following are the core characteristics of past perfect continuous. Number 1, interruption by time. Number 2, interruption by event. Number 3, stressing cause and effect. And number 4, stress duration of past action. Let's start with number 1, interruption by time. The past perfect continuous is used when we want to focus on engagement in ongoing actions leading up to a specific time in the past. And we call this interruption by time. So we can say by 1 p.m. I had been walking for 3 hours. I really needed a rest. Or up until last week, I had been working 12 hours a day. Now let's go to number 2, interruption by event. This characteristic of past perfect continuous focuses on the relationship between two actions in the past. Just like in the following example, she had been studying very hard before she was accepted into Oxford. Or, I had been traveling around Italy when I lost my phone. I had been swimming for 12 years when I won the competition. Let's go to the next one, stressing cause and effect. This is one of the tenses where we can explain why something was happening at a particular point in the past. These examples focus on cause and effect. She had been crying due to the bad news she received. Here the focus is on the reason for the lady crying, and the bad news is farther back in the past. However, when we say she was angry because she had been arguing with her children, the ongoing action arguing with her children is farther back in the past, and it led to the lady being angry. Now let's move on to number 4, stress duration of past action. Here we can focus on the duration of an action that took some time to complete, but the specific time of the action is not necessary. So we can say he had been working and studying every day for 3 years. Remember that the action is completed and the focus is on how long it took to complete. She had been working on that book every weekend for 6 years. She deserved to get published. Now, before we move forward with our topic for today, let's take a quick review of past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to refer to something more in the past than another action or situation. For this reason, it's almost always found in combination with the past simple, just like the following example. When I left university, I'd already found a job. This means that the action of finding a job happened before leaving university. The past perfect continuous shows us that something started in the past and continued up until another time in the past. To form the positive, we have subject plus had plus been plus verb ing. To form the negative, we have subject plus had not or hadn't plus been plus verb ing. And for questions, we do had plus subject plus been plus verb ing. Now we use the past perfect continuous to show that something started in the past and continued up until another time in the past. For 5 minutes and for 2 weeks are both durations which can be used with the past perfect continuous. Notice that this is related to the present perfect continuous. However, the duration does not continue until now. It stops before something else in the past. Just like in the following example, they had been talking for over an hour before Tony arrived. Now, using the past perfect continuous before another action in the past is a good way to show cause and effect. Just like in the following example, Jason was tired because he had been jogging. We also use the past perfect continuous to refer to an ongoing action that ended before another action or event in the past. Just like the following example. I'd been looking for a job for several months when I found this position. Remember, as with all continuous forms, when we use the past perfect continuous, we're focusing on the action itself and possibly also the effect on the subject, rather than its completion, just like the following example. The workers had been unloading the truck when the storm started. We don't know if the unloading was completed or not, and it's not important. The focus is just on their action. Now, let's talk about when not to use past perfect continuous. As with other continuous tenses, there are some verbs that can't be used with the past perfect continuous because they are stative verbs rather than action verbs. Just like the following example, be, cost, know, love, like, hate, have, for possessions, own. So with these and similar verbs, only use the past perfect simple. Just like in the following example, when we got married, Bill and I had known each other for 10 years. Never use it this way. Bill and I had been knowing each other. This is incorrect. Being able to use continuous forms like this one will transform your communicative skills when you need to talk about the past. So in the coming days, try to start applying it when you can. Instead of describing actions in chronological order, switch them round so you can use the past perfect, either in the simple form or continuous form. Practice makes perfect. Now let's all watch the following video for us to know more about how we can use verb tenses in daily conversation.
Do you ever go to fast food restaurants, Carl?
I rarely go to fast food, just once a month.
What do you normally eat?
I try to eat everything natural and organic. I have oatmeal in the morning with skim milk, and later I have a fruit or yogurt.
Do you ever skip breakfast?
Yes, I do, occasionally, if I'm in a rush to get to work.
What do you usually have for lunch?
Just a sandwich or a salad. Sometimes I eat chicken and rice or potatoes.
And what about dinner? Is it usually heavy or light?
I try to avoid heavy meals. I usually have fish or pasta.
Do you ever work out at the gym?
Yes, I do. I go to the gym twice a week. My wife also comes to the gym with me.
She does. Working out together is a great idea. It's so nice that you have a shared interest and get the chance to be together.
Indeed, I'm very happy about that. We are lucky to have each other.
You seem to have a balanced lifestyle. Good for you.
Thanks, Paul. I do my best. Hello.
Hi, Alex. How are you?
I'm great, sis. And you?
Couldn't be better.
What are you doing right now?
I'm sitting at a cafe table. I'm waiting for Eric to come. We are supposed to meet here. In the meantime, I'm having a cup of tea. How about you? What are you doing? I hope I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Of course not, sis. I'm always happy when you call. I'm just sitting on the sofa. I'm watching the news.
Where is Mary?
Mary is cooking in the kitchen. She is making pancakes.
How about the kids?
They're in the backyard. They're playing soccer with their friends.
Are they having fun?
Yes, they are. They are laughing and enjoying the time with their friends.
Have you traveled much so far, Sarah?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact.
Have you ever been to Asia?
Yes, I have, many times. I've been to Thailand more times than I can count. I've lived in Bangkok twice. I've run tours through the country. I've also been to Japan, and it was so great.
Interesting. Have you been to China?
No, I haven't been there yet, but I hope to go there soon. Have you?
Yes, I have, and I plan to visit again next year. What about Europe? What countries have you visited there so far?
I have visited Spain, Italy, and France.
Wow, that's so cool.
Have you ever eaten Italian food?
Yes, I have. I've eaten lasagna, spaghetti, and risotto. They're fantastic.
Have you tried truffles?
No, I haven't, but I've heard they're delicious. What country has impressed you the most so far?
Japan has impressed me the most. There's no place quite like it, and I'm hoping to return soon.
You look tired, Simon. What have you been doing?
I've been practicing the guitar since 9 o'clock this morning.
You have been practicing for 3 hours? Wow. No wonder you're so tired. When did you take up playing the guitar?
I haven't been doing it for very long. This is my 3rd week.
I see. Has anyone been helping you with this?
No, I've been teaching myself how to play the guitar, and have been learning how to read music on my own.
Have you been using tutorials or anything?
Yes, I've been watching lots of online tutorials. I've been practicing for a few hours every day. I've really been enjoying it, and I'm learning pretty fast.
Cool.
What did you do yesterday afternoon, Jessica?
I went shopping at the mall.
Really? Did you buy anything?
I bought a beautiful dress and some shoes for a party I went to last night.
Were they expensive?
No, they weren't. They were on sale. It was a really good deal.
Tell me about the party. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was terrific. It was my cousin's birthday.
Did you take Vivian with you?
No, she couldn't come because she was ill, so I went alone.
That's too bad. What did you enjoy most about the party?
I loved the music. I couldn't stop dancing. The snacks and drinks were delicious too.
It seems you had a great time.
I did. Hi, Paul. What happened? Why are the police here?
There was an accident here, and I witnessed it.
When did it happen? And what were you doing?
It happened 15 minutes ago, while I was walking down the street. A car was pulling out from the car park when a van came towards it. The van driver was driving dangerously at full speed. They collided with each other. It seems that the van driver was texting while driving and didn't notice the car. That's what the police officers were saying when I overheard them. He wasn't paying attention at all.
Was he hurt?
No, he wasn't. He seemed fine. But the car driver was hurt. He was bleeding. The ambulance took him to hospital.
It's reckless and irresponsible to text while driving.
I couldn't agree more.
Hi, Olivia. What a surprise.
Hi, Amanda. It's so good to see you.
Are you doing shopping too?
Yes, I've just bought a dress. It's for my sister.
It's for her birthday?
No, I had borrowed her dress to go on a date and something happened to it. By the time I left the restaurant, it had gotten dirty. I think I had accidentally spilled some juice on it. I had tried everything to get the stain out before I finally gave up. The dress was ruined.
Had you asked your sister's permission before you borrowed it?
Unfortunately, no. She had already left for her night shift when I needed to borrow the dress.
How did she react when she found out?
She was very upset because she had just bought it a few days ago. That's why I came here, to buy her a new dress.
So does this dress look exactly the same way?
Yes, I was very lucky. I've learned my lesson. I'll never borrow things without permission from now on.
How was your weekend, Jonathan?
Not as I had expected it to be, unfortunately.
How's that? What happened?
Well, my wife and I were supposed to have a romantic weekend trip. We had been planning it for ages. I'd really been looking forward to it.
So did something come up?
The morning we were going to leave, my parents-in-law showed up at our house uninvited. They had traveled a long distance to spend the weekend with us. We had been organizing things for the trip all morning, so we had to cancel our trip at the last minute.
Oh, that's such a shame.
I had been working so hard all last week, so I needed this trip.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'd been waiting for our getaway for weeks.
Don't worry. I'm sure there will be another chance for you to go on that trip.
I surely hope so.
And that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!